King Pandu stood frozen in the heart of the ancient forest, his face pale as the weight of a divine curse settled into his bones. The sage's voice still echoed through the trees like a death knell. If you approach your wives with desire, your life shall end. A few paces away, his wife Madri watched in silence, her hands trembling as she saw the vibrant king retreat into a forced, cold celibacy. The world they once knew was gone, replaced by the shadows of the woods and the heavy price of a single mistake. Years drifted by in the quiet isolation of the wilderness. To bring hope to their exile, Kunti shared a sacred secret, whispering a divine mantra into Madri's ear. Closing her eyes in deep meditation, Madri invoked the celestial Ashwini Kumaras. In the presence of gods, the silence of the woods was broken by a new sound. Soon she held two radiant infants in her arms, Nakula and Sahadeva. The forest, once a prison of silence, became a home filled with the innocent laughter of the twins, masking the tragedy that still loomed over their father's head. One spring afternoon, the air grew thick with the intoxicating scent of blooming jasmine. The forest was alive with the pulse of nature, and Pandu watched Madri, his resolve finally fracturing under the crushing weight of long years in isolation. The curse was a whisper, but his longing was a roar. He reached out, his fingers brushing her skin. In that fleeting second of contact, the prophecy struck. His eyes rolled back, his breath hitched, and he collapsed onto the damp earth. "No!" Madri cried, catching him as he fell, but his heart had already surrendered to the silence. She knelt in the dirt, clutching his cooling body as the shadows of the canopy deepened around them. The joy of the spring had vanished, leaving only the cold reality of a king who had lost his final battle with fate. Kunti arrived, her soul etched with sorrow, taking the weeping twins into her protection. But Madri's gaze was fixed elsewhere. As the funeral pyre was built, her movements became steady and deliberate. She walked toward the rising flames without a single tremor. Laying down beside her king, she closed her eyes as the heat began to rise. The smoke spiraled into the sky, leaving behind only the memory of a queen who chose to follow her love into the light.